Morning, Ellie.
Morning, Jackie. We're all feeling quite perky, aren't we?
Aren't we though? Yeah,
Yeah.
crikey. Where's the week gone?
Don't know. I'm beginning to lose days. I think it's like, Wednesday when it's Thursday and no good.
He said
Time is
to
just having
me,
a very funny thing.
sorry?
Time is having a very funny thing.
Absolutely, without a doubt. I mean, literally, you wake up and the next thing it's time to go to bed. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
um,
So
yeah,
hold on. Look at you, because I must congratulate you on your lovely haircut.
that all arose from last week when I said don't bring attention to it. I couldn't do anything with it,
And,
and
and
then I found this lovely hairdresser. Yeah,
look at the outcome. It's amazing. You look younger.
stop, Matt. I was going to say, stop it, Mandy. That's because I went to a shop where Mandy from Perranporth, lovely Mandy Wild, nutty girl. She always comes down from Perranporth and goes to this hairdresser, and I thought, oh, I'm going to try that actually. And I was quite pleased I did. Yeah, she was very confident and lovely. And
Yeah.
yeah, so where I've tried to be growing it for about 5 years, where she was like, yeah, she took it all off.
Yeah, she styled you. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So okay.
So a good outcome, I feel.
Well, thank you, thank you. Um, I've called it today.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah, I've called it to
honestly, now what you're going to land me with?
I can't afford it versus I can afford it. So someone very
Right?
close to me, very lovely. I would love that person to retire. She's very close to retiring age, but not retired. And as soon as you say anything, I wish you could retire early. I want her to retire. She's been at the same job for a very, very long time, and she's full time. It's just incredible, and I love her so much. And I would love her to retire. As soon as you say anything, oh, I wish you could leave before the next year. She got one more year to go. And she says, I can't afford it. Like, and it's so, and that's where I was, years ago. And then I was listening to Louise Hay, and Louise Hay would say, get £100 in cash, £50, anything, anyway, in cash, put it in your pocket, and then go shopping and say, I can afford that. I don't want it. I can afford that. But just say,
Yeah,
changing the mindset.
changing the mindset,
I can afford that. I would
changing the
love to,
programming.
yeah.
Mm.
I would love her to just, and that's how I sort of changed my mindset, because I was a real, I know I've said it before, but poverty consciousness. Even when I met you 3 years ago, I was still, and still can be very much. Like Joe come home last night and he said, how much do you think a pint is at the Melmans? I said, oh, go on then. He said, £7. And even then I thought, no. I know they're a business and I love them. I love the people that own it, but gosh, £7 for a pint of beer. So I have still got that going, running a bit for sure, because I would think I'll have one to last me the whole night then.
I know, I know. Yeah, exactly. And that doesn't do them any good, does it? Because
I would not have thought
that's
so.
what people. We still want to go out every now and again, so we'll sit with one drink.
Yeah,
Whereas we'd have bought two before.
exactly. Yeah, just
Yeah,
unbelievable. I think
but
he was shocked, really,
yeah,
to have even said that.
it's very hard for our small pubs and things like that, isn't it? Though.
Yeah, well,
It,
for definite, because you've got to
yeah,
get the people in. And
yeah,
I'm delighted that he started a dart team there, so he's got the dart team in there, but then they're putting food on as well. So then they have to cover the food cost, but they haven't put the price on the drinks to cover the food. They can sell a card or something that you can win. But all the same, yeah, it's not an easy job, is it, to run anything, I would imagine these days.
no, no. And so many local pubs have closed down.
Yeah.
And we really would like to support them, but they can't keep putting the prices up because we can't go then.
Well, exactly. I mean, that is off-putting to me without a doubt.
Yeah,
To think it's going to be that much just for a drink.
I think they should do like buy one get one half price.
mean, I have, if you live in Linders, you've got the 10%, you can have a 10% discount ticket. Anyway, yeah, I'm just saying, it's just a mindset in general, you know,
Just a
about what you
mindset.
can and can't afford, because it's just so easy to say I can't afford that. And then you're telling the universe that you cannot afford it.
I know.
And it doesn't matter what it is, you can't afford it if you're saying it like that.
Something that I did as I was about to think about retirement was I actually cut my days down.
Mm,
And whenever my friends ask, I say, cut your days down because you get used to having more free time
yeah.
and you then start looking for things that you really like to do, art classes, yoga, whatever it be. And also you're not paid quite so much money. So instead of just chop nothing, you come down slowly.
Nice.
Oh yeah. So I've just got another friend now onto 4 days a week, and now she's on 3 days a week. So she now has Mondays and Fridays off. So she's got more to, oh my goodness, she's off. She's making wicker owls.
Oh,
You know,
marvelous.
I know, I know.
It's just joy. It's what you love to do, isn't it?
Yeah. And she said, well, I haven't got so much money, but I've got more joy in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello.
Well, my friend, she loves knitting. I mean, she'd be sat knitting all day and be very
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
You know, you cut your cloth to, oh, see, that's another saying, isn't it, of poverty, I suppose. You cut your cloth to your needs. But
Yeah.
even so, she would realise that she could manage.
Yes. Yes. I know.
Mm.
See, that's a funny saying. And
Yeah.
I love all those old sayings. It's a bit like my daughter's had trouble with the little baby with colic. I mean, all the time crying, and he turns himself purple.
Oh,
So he is in pain. And, they were looking at different things to take medicines and things. And I said to her, so have you taken gripe water? She went, what's gripe water?
seriously.
I went, has no midwife, no support told you about gripe water? No. So these old things that we know about are not being brought in and being mentioned anymore. I gave him gripe water and she went, oh, that's it. I'm giving
Can
him,
still get it then. That's what I
yeah,
wondered.
you
Oh,
can.
amazing.
Yeah. And she said,
And
that's it. I'm giving him gripe water every time now. And I
oh,
said, oh, you'll have to get him off it eventually. But for the moment, yeah. And he's thriving now.
oh. Straight away when you said that, I remember when James was rarely, we used to sit in the small downstairs loo and fill it with steam so that he'd get all the phlegm up when he was a
Oh,
baby,
yeah.
you know. But then another friend of mine come over and she put him across her lap and she was just patting his back like that. And honestly, the stuff that she shifted doing that, just gently patting his back.
Like,
Yeah.
see, they do that if you have that unfortunate cystic fibrosis,
Oh,
which is inflammation and mucus on the lungs.
oh, really?
Yeah. Turn them onto your lap and tap them. Yeah.
Lovely. I mean, it's just knowing these little
It's
things,
knowing
isn't it?
these things and why nobody's saying about these things. Everybody's going from, oh, yeah, I'll give you this. Oh, they have a prescription. Here you go. Take that medicine.
Yes.
I had, if I can say, a superb conversation yesterday with two of my older friends, a lady who used to work for me and her husband. And he's got very bad knees that is bone on bone. So very, very painful, but he's a very active man. And but he's had a heart attack with a stent, and he can't have an operation now for his knees because they're worried about his heart. But he's also got a slight damage on his brain now. They're saying, and I went, "What do you mean damage on your brain?" And he said, "Well, I can't remember names." I went, "Well, you're over 75. Well, I can't remember names. And he went, "Oh, I know. Well, but I keep taking these. I got 11 tablets a day, twice a day." And I went, doing. I said, you'll take that tablet, then you have to have that tablet to counteract that tablet, then another one to make prop up that one. He said, do you know, I've thought about that. I've wondered if I stopped taking all those medicines, whether my brain would become clearer again. And I went,
Yes, I wonder.
I wonder, I
Seriously.
wonder. But I said to him, so have you been vaccinated? And him and his wife went, well, we had 3, but we're not having it anymore. We're not doing any more of that. And I went, all right. No, he said, because you don't know what's in it, do you? They're using us as guinea pigs. And I was like, yes,
Oh, he's listened to something.
yes, the message is getting out there. Stop doing it. Stop putting all this stuff in you.
Absolutely. Well, while I was at the hospital waiting for you yesterday with Joe Hayes, God love him, he's doing so well. He's doing so well.
Yeah.
So I was waiting for you, and the pharmaceutical lady come round and told him what he's going to have to be on for the rest of his life and for 5 years. It was like, what? He's never took medication. And I said he's very holistic.
What a random thing. You're going to be taking this for 5 years. How does she know that?
You can't take it for any more than 5 years, so you'll have to come off of it at the end of 5 years. And it was like, and you said, oh, good, Joe, at least they think you'll be around for 5 more years.
Oh, I know. I was pulling his legs, loving.
No,
he looked so well, Jackie.
He did look well, really, really
his
well.
face has come back to life.
Yeah.
His eyes are bright. And
Yes.
I said to him, you're eating properly, aren't you? And he went, well, yeah, they feed me 3 times a day. I said, see what that does? See what happens when you eat properly? His blood pressure's gone back to normal.
Yes.
And the lady there said, yes, that's because he's not dehydrated anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, how dehydrated he was. And I didn't realise. You know, to my knowledge, he was drinking well, but no, he's not. He's not drinking enough water, as many of us don't drink enough water. I try to get 4 pints in a day, and I don't think that's enough, but at least I get that in.
Good. Yes. So yeah, he looked great, and they're about to sign him off for rehab centre, aren't they?
Yes.
Which will be lovely, because then he's got physiotherapists to help him walk, get him to go up and down stairs, get him to like get dressed, get him to do like make a cup of tea, make food on his own. So that is good. But Joe, you listen to me now. You got to eat, because your mind might say no, it doesn't want it, but your body does. So behave yourself.
I do think he's realised that being in there.
Yes.
I do really. Something else I really want to share with you that come up this morning.
Oh, okay, good, yeah.
There's no way that everybody was kung fu fighting.
No. They told us they were.
Everybody was kung fu
fighting.
Even Justin Pierce, you know that medium?
Yeah.
He put a post up saying there's no way everybody was kung fu fighting. Just made me laugh.
Oh, no. Oh, love him.
And when I messaged Adrian yesterday, I said I've had trouble with my phone for the last week because I broke it and I've got a brand new one. So in my message, I said, no, I've got a brand new phone. And it made me think of, I've got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. So I started singing that to him.
Did he know what you were on about? Or?
Yeah, he did, because they'd all been singing it at Georgie's last weekend, because she's got 43 acres.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, and in part of the song it says, I've got 20 acres and you've got 43.
Yeah.
So it was funny, yeah, coincidence.
Coincidence. Well, I got like a query that's running through my mind, and I don't know the answer to this, but I was watching Ishmael Perez
Right.
again. Why am I watching him? Because he talks about this solar flash, and I'm still not sure about this. I'm still don't know.
I've been saying it for 2 years now.
Yeah, but and he was certain it was 2024 that it was going to go off, and he's still sure it is then or early 2025. So I'm watching to see what he's up to. But he now says, you know, the second sun in the sky that people are taking photos of.
Yes.
There is, you know, there's photos and people see it and blah, blah, blah. He says that's planet Nibiru coming back in. Now, planet Nibiru is the planet X, is the one that does a 36,000 year circuit round. And when it comes back in, it gets so close to the Earth, it changes our gravitational pull. So before now, that's the thing that caused Noah's flood. It's also done a thing where it switches the poles over and things like that, which sunk Atlantis and blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking, really? Well, it must be close if we're seeing it in the sky. So, you know, I'm thinking, well, I'm gonna have to go away, Jackie, and do a bit of research now to see. But what he said is, don't worry, anybody. It's all okay, because the galactics have now put a special force field around the Earth, so that we're not affected this time.
It's amazing.
But that might be what we can see as it in the sky.
Well, that's leading on nicely to something that was said when I went to see Sacha Stone when he was in Hampshire at the end of July, was it? I think end of July he was in Hampshire, and that was the first time I'd seen him in person. And I had heard from Jacqueline Adams, who's in Scotland. The only thing she was very unsure about, he'd said at the end of his talk, when we pass over, do not go towards the light as everybody tells you to turn around and go the other way so that you get off of this constant reincarnation cycle. Reincarnation, cycle.
Yeah.
And she questioned that because she'd never heard it before. And I'd never heard it before. So I thought, I'll listen out for when he's there, when he's doing his talk for us. And does he really say that? And sure enough, he did.
Yeah.
But then yesterday, and I sent it to her but it didn't go through. I'm so upset because I've been looking for it this morning. This chap in a trance is saying the exact same thing. Do not go towards the light. Turn around and go to the universe. And then you'll find your way back home to where we originally came from, the planet we originate from. You know, because we just keep getting onto this reincarnation cycle back onto Earth.
Just made the whole of the left-hand side of me tingle.
Did it? That's truth then. Do you feel that's truth?
Yeah.
I mean, it was so in line with what Sacha said, but what Jacqueline picked up on because she'd not heard that before. I just think it opens your mind to look into it. I wish I'd made a note of the man's name that was saying it. He was in a trance. It was on and thousands of people had viewed it. And I thought, oh, I'm going to send that to her because that's exactly what Sacha was saying. And then they went to another chap in a trance and asked him the same question of what this first one had said, and he agreed with it, totally agreed.
So, okay. In the beginning, I used to watch somebody who said that go to the light took us to the moon, where they processed us and then sent us back, like on the karma loop. We had to come back.
That's exactly it, the karma loop. Yeah, the reincarnation.
Yeah, so when we thought we'd landed in heaven, we'd really landed on the moon, and they were just processing us. I don't know. But they said that's been cut off now. That doesn't happen. So I don't know now. I'm not sure. Now, take me back to Ben Palmer, who says karma.
Saying we don't need to even leave.
No.
You know, if our thoughts are that we're recycling, rejuvenating ourselves all the time, why would we? They used to live to 1,000 years old. People used to, because they didn't expect to die.
No.
So why do we, you know, if we're expecting, there is another thought around that though, because animals die so quickly. Like they have such a short lifespan because they're apparently unconditional love, and they've given their lessons in love by just being here for this short time. So yeah, you would think if they're unconditional love, they would wouldn't they just keep going in life? Yeah. Because they're so full of love. So yeah, it opens your mind to all thoughts.
It does, I know. I quite like things that make my mind expand, and I don't know the answer to it.
No.
And I have to go and think about it. Yeah.
I just saw a little clip this morning, something about energy. When you're listening to anything, do you feel it's made your energy expand, or does it make you feel your energy's contracted? Yes. And if it's expanding, that's got to be good for you. If your energy feels good, and we all know what that's like. If you walk into a room and there's an atmosphere, you're contracted.
Oh, and you know it straight away.
Oh you know it straight away, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's being more aware of that as well.
Our energy around us picks those things up before we do, as in brain heart thing. The energy around us, our energy fields, auras, pick up energy all the time. They're constantly working for us and protecting us. Yeah.
It is marvelous. And that is, you know, I was talking with Ben Palmer's partner last night, and she was talking about energy. You know, obviously, like we're saying, we're made of energy. And yes, I can't remember what bit I was going to say to you about what Taran said. Wait, what were you going to say about Ben?
Oh, no, just that he said karma doesn't exist anymore. That we, you know, we don't have to die. We can stay here now. So we're not on that constant loop up to the moon and back and then.
Yes.
But yesterday morning, I was driving over to Lordswood, and Jackie, the most glorious rainbow appeared. Like colours, so vibrant. I was like, whoa, look at that. And it was a whole curve, because often you only see a bit, and often they're quite hazy. But it was so bright and so beautiful. And where I went to, I called the lady out of her house. I went, no, you have to come and look at this. Look.
Brilliant.
And we stood there in awe of this rainbow and the colours. And we both then went back in and we said, oh, that makes us feel so good.
Yeah.
We feel like, you know, our vibration has risen. It's, you know, what a good day. So
I was very fortunate. I saw pictures on here. I didn't see it myself, but I did see the whole.
Or yesterday's one.
Yeah.
Oh, other people had seen it. Had they and posted it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I actually saw it. I thought you might have done because it was over your way. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Oh, well, it was like 1 minute it was hammering down, the next minute it was bright sunshine.
But I think the thing was there that her and I then started the day, you know, with our vibration high and an attitude of gratitude. And that's the quickest way to get your vibration up. Be grateful. Be grateful for everything you've got. You know, even if you're having a bit of a tough time, that challenge is good for you. It's to expand yourself through the challenge. So be grateful. It raises the vibration.
I was speaking to someone, I'll just share this with you. I'm seeing you to speak to, but I was speaking with someone earlier this week, and she said that could put a pressure on people, keep saying about raising your vibration. Yeah, to feel that you've got to do something to raise your vibration. It can like be a criticism of yourself that you're not high enough.
Oh, no, I don't say it as that. And I think people
I know you don't.
No. And I think people say, well, how do I do that? What do you mean raise your vibration? What does that mean? But I think it is just that. Be grateful.
Yes,
you know,
gratitude gets you there straight away.
It's the first step to it. And then you'll find everything takes off from there because you're in a more joyful place, a more loving place. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay, Jackie.
I don't think we're here next week, are we? I'm not.
Oh, no, we're away.
Yes.
Where are you?
I'm, well, not that far actually, yeah, but it's only about 20 miles, but it's still nice. I've never been and stayed there before, and we can take the dogs, so it's only Monday to Friday, but yeah, it would be a nice little getaway.
Oh, and I'm off to Camelot Castle.
Yes, you are.
In Tintagel, and the man there, he did a radio podcast, didn't he, in the beginning? And he's good friends with Trump. He's been to Mar-a-Lago. So I might just see if I can find him, Jackie.
Yeah.
Maybe he'd like to talk to us.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
With his friend.
Oh, yeah. Have a nice week.
And you, everybody have a nice week. Lovely.
Yeah. Lots of love.
Lots of love. Bye. Oh, I haven't ended it. I don't know how to now. I've left you on it. Can you end it, Ellie?